Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy if you're new here. I wanted to film this over time to kind of let you know the steps, but I decided to do it now before I start training and all of that, and then I'll make another video then. But basically, I got a job doing being a CCA for the United States Postal Service, and I'm super excited. I did a lot of research and watching videos on YouTube and things to kind of see what to expect, see what other people went through, and my experience was a little bit different than theirs, so I thought I'd make a video about it. I put in my application the end of February. The first thing that happened for me was I got an email for an interview, like real quick. And it was for an RCA, which I didn't know the difference between an RCA and a CCA, other than one is kind of in the country and one is in the city. So at first I was like, oh, that's so exciting. I already got one. Well, I did research. Do your research. So an RCA, you're generally, and it depends on the area, you're generally going to get less hours. I heard the pay is a little bit more, but you get paid per route that you do, not by the hour. You don't get a uniform, and most of the time, or at least half the time, you have to drive your own personal vehicle. You don't get to drive a post office truck, like the little, look, this is funny. A post office truck. Anyway, I did some research and I decided I did not want to be an RCA. So I waited a little longer. I got an email to do like the personality test. I had to submit like some documents, your driver's license number and stuff like that. And then the next thing that happened was I got an invitation to take a test, and you have to schedule. So you guys, when you apply for the post office, make sure you use an email that you're going to check every single day. And I would check it twice or 3 times a day, because the post office is going to send everything to you via email. They're not going to call you. They're not going to do anything like that. It's all email. So whatever you send, and I got emails from like 4 different email addresses from the post office, no kidding. So you really have to be diligent and really watch your emails, because it does get confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I probably through the hiring process received maybe 20 emails, like for real, like a lot. So anyway, when you get the email for the test, you have to take the test. Like I received this email like on a Thursday, and I had to have the test done by March 5th, which was basically 2 business days away, because it was right where the weekend was. So I had to go online and look for the closest place that I could schedule the test, which there's a link in the email. I had to drive about an hour away from my home to take the test. I would definitely study. I took the test on Monday, the 4th of March, and I drove all the way there. I got there really early because I wanted to know where it was, because I was not super familiar with that city. And the test is kind of hard. It was kind of hard for me because you have to memorize stuff, and I'm not good at memorize things like really quick. I'm good like whenever I'm learning as I go and learning things, memorizing that away, but not like reading something and just knowing it. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to study. So whenever you sign up for the test, they send you more emails, and there is a link you can go to. If I can find the link, I'll put it in the description box of this email. But yeah, you have to study. Now I got an 85% on the test. Some of the other people online got like an 83%, one got an 81%. I heard that if you're military, you automatically get 5 more points. So I would have gotten a 90% on the test instead of an 85%, which would have been cool. So yeah, that's the test. And then as soon as you're done with the test, I got to my car and I had an email that showed me my test score. And then it shows you what jobs you qualify for. Since you got a certain percentage on the test, you're qualified for certain jobs. I got the email to come in for an interview for the CCA position. I had the interview, which it was basically, there was 9 people. We went into a conference room. The head honcho guy was up there, and there was an HR lady, and then the managers of each post office in my city, and there was like 6 managers, the HR lady, and then the head honcho guy. So the head honcho guy basically gave us like a 30-minute lecture about how much the job is going to suck. And then he was like, okay, so if you feel like this is not the job for you, it's okay. You can leave right now. You don't have to interview. It won't count against you. You can still apply for other jobs, and it's okay. The only way that you will be disqualified from other jobs is if you go through all this process, go through all the training, and then quit and or try and get a different job, because that doesn't work. That doesn't work for the post office. Okay, so one girl did leave because they basically said, if you have time scheduled off or a vacation coming up, cancel it or reschedule it, because you cannot have time off. If you're going to schedule time off, they said to wait, because after 160 days you get 5 days off, so wait till then. That's basically what they said, because you have to, like, after 160 days you have to like reapply or something. I don't understand 100%, but as long as you do your work and you're good, then they keep you in. It's just they have to give you time off, I guess. I don't know. So I rescheduled my honeymoon so that I could have this job and not miss. I do have like a couple of days that I need off, but they're just single days, and they're kind of sprinkled. He said that if you call in sick within the first 90 days, that you will be fired. If you wreck the car or get hurt within the first 90 days, you will get fired. So then after the interview, so out of all of those people, I thought it was going to be a group interview, and it is not a group interview. Basically, each one of the guys like grabbed a sheet of paper and called out names, and like the youngest of all the guys called my names. All the other guys were kind of older, and I don't know, they just didn't seem as kind of chill, and you know what I mean, like they were kind of like, you kind of feel intimidated around them. So the guy that grabbed my name was kind of around my age, so that was nice. It made me feel a little better, because I was so nervous, because I wanted this job so bad. I was super nervous. So out of the 9 people that were in there, they said they were hiring 8 people, which originally there was 10. The one girl just walked up. She was like, I've got things scheduled, I need to figure out stuff, and then she was going to try and come back or something, I don't know. But so 9 people interviewed. So I hear that they hired 8 people. The job posting's removed now, so I assume out of all of us that they did hire 8 people. Anyway, I had my interview. My guy was super, super nice. He asked me probably 20 questions or more. He basically went over my resume, my personal information, and then he asked me questions like, have you ever had a driving job before? Which I was like, I've been a mom for 17 years. I drive my kids around. I'm their personal chauffeur. I've driven for over 20 years. Another question was, when have you had a job similar to this? And I told him, well, customer service related. I've been a server at restaurants like a lot of times. I was a single parent for a really long time, so off and on. So I would have to get a second job, and usually that was like being a server, because it's like quick money in your pocket that day. So I referenced that, you know, at the motor company that I worked for, you work pitches, you have got 20 seconds to do what the manifest says to put on the car, and it's just very repetitive. Usually at the end of the day, there's like a buzzer, and they're like, oh, we have to build this many cars, so we're doing overtime today. And it was pretty much overtime every day, but that was my favorite job I've ever had. And I feel like that's very similar to the post office, but I referenced that job like a lot. But also in my interview, I kind of made the guy kind of giggle and laugh a little bit, which, hello, rude. Okay, so I kind of made him giggle and laugh a little bit, which probably isn't like the best for interviews, but he was literally like, this is a very casual interview, don't be nervous, you know, whatever. So we did kind of like chit chat, but it was all in regard to, you know, the questions on his sheet of paper. He said that I would probably hear something within 2 weeks. I got an email like the very next day or two, and it was like, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. And I got so excited, and it was a conditional offer. So they were like, don't quit your job yet. And I was like, you guys are teases. That was a tease. So at that point, I had to do a drug screen and another background check. And in our meeting for our interview, they said the background checks like take 2 weeks. I completed mine, and then I got an email within a day or two that was like, congratulations, you made it to the final step. you don't have the job yet, but this is your job offer. Oh, when you got to do the drug test and all of that, you also had to fill out an email that was either accept or decline. And just remember, each of these emails, there were 2 emails for each thing. Plus, when you signed up for like your P test, you got another email that you had to print out the paper and take it to the place. Like, there's so many emails, and it does get confusing. I am not kidding. So then after that, I had to do the NACI or NACL background check, which is like a federal background check. Online it says it takes between 2 and 5 business days. I got that email, and then on the 20th I emailed Wendy, because she emails back quick, which your person's probably not gonna be Wendy, but I'm sorry. So I emailed her and I was like, everything's gone so smoothly. I did this background check and I haven't heard back yet, and I just wanted to make sure everything is fine. And she said, yes, everything's good. You've completed everything on your part. We're just waiting back from like the main HR people. So then like 20 minutes after that, I got the official job offer that shows me like my schedule for training and all of that stuff, and I start April 1st, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. And I'm gonna hate it some days and I'm gonna love it some days, but it's gonna be worth it. So yeah, that's it. It took about a month. Yep, because I applied between February 20th and February 26th, and I got the job offer on March 20th. So it took about a month, and I feel like they moved really quickly, because some people have to wait months. And I did notice that they took the jobs down from my city for CCA, so I guess they're full now. So if you want a job with the post office, just watch their openings and watch your email, because like I said, I got emails from like 6 different emails. So that was pretty much my experience. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so that we can learn together, and I'll make a video after my training days and kind of tell you what happened and what I experienced personally. Hopefully I don't get fired, because they have like pass or fail tests for the training, and mostly it's in regard to driving the little truck, which I'm sure I'm gonna do fine. I'm just nervous because I just am, man. I'm just nervous, okay? I am going to make videos of my journey. I'm going to keep you up to date with the post office, and if you're interested, I'm still going to try and fit in some like eyeshadow palette review stuff, some vlog stuff. I'd like to kind of change up my YouTube a little bit and not have it be all about beauty. So if you guys see anything on YouTube that you really like, some kind of genre videos, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like this video, if you have any questions about CCA and what I've experienced so far. But I'm just super excited, and I can't wait to share future videos with you guys. And just make sure you subscribe so that you guys can like keep up to date with me and my life. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm sorry I keep talking in circles, but I'm ready to go home, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.